Wonders in the sky. Universe. The sky is a wonderful screen. It has no beginning or end. During the day, we see the bright sun, but at night, the sky looks very beautiful with the moon and millions of tiny shining objects. A few of these shine brighter than the others. All these objects that we see in the sky are called celestial bodies or heavenly bodies. They together form the universe. It is difficult to imagine how huge the universe is. The sun, the moon, the planets, and the millions of stars that we see are just a small part of the entire universe. Stars, the celestial bodies in the sky, which are bigger and shine brighter, are called stars. These are made up of gases and produce their own heat and light. The sun is a medium sized star. It looks bigger because it is closer to the earth than the other stars. A group of stars which form a recognizable pattern in the sky are called constellations. Two such constellations are the Great Bear or the Ursa Major and the Little Bear or the Ursa Minor. In India, Great Bear is also called Saptarishi Mandal or the Seven Sages. It looks like a long handled spoon or a question mark. A group of millions and billions of stars with gas and dust held together is called a galaxy. There are millions of galaxies in the universe. Our solar system belongs to the Milky Way galaxy. This is also called the Akash Ganga. In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of the stars. A bright star, which is almost directly above the North Pole and which remains in the same position round the clock and throughout the year in the sky, is called the pole star or the North Star. This helped the navigators to determine the north direction on the high seas, especially at night when the magnetic compass was not discovered. The solar system, the sun, the 8 planets, the dwarf planets, the satellites, asteroids, and meteoroids, etc., together form the solar system or the solar family. The sun is the center of this solar family. All the celestial bodies that form the solar system revolve around the sun in their fixed orbit. The sun. The sun is 150 million kilometers away from the earth. Its diameter is 100 times more than that of the earth and it weighs 3 lakh times more than the earth. It is the ultimate source of heat and light for the earth. The sun rays take 8 minutes to reach the earth's surface. Planets. Planets are celestial bodies. They do not have their own light and heat. They reflect the light of the sun. There are 8 planets in our solar system. All planets revolve around the sun along a fixed path known as the orbit. They also rotate along an imaginary line called the axis. In increasing order of their distance from the Sun, the 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Mercury is the smallest and is the closest planet to the Sun. It takes about 88 days to complete one revolution. Venus is often called the morning star because it is the brightest object in the sky, apart from the sun and moon. It takes about 225 days to complete one revolution. The Earth completes one revolution in 365 days and 6 hours. Mars is called the red planet as it appears reddish in color. It completes one orbit in 687 days. Jupiter completes one orbit in 11 years and 11 months. It is the largest planet. Saturn takes 29 years and 5 months to complete one revolution. It has beautiful rings around it. Uranus completes one revolution in 84 years, while Neptune takes 165 years to complete one orbit around the Sun. The Earth. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun and is the fifth largest planet. It is spherical in shape, slightly flattened at the poles. It is best described as a geoid, spherical in shape. It bulges slightly in the middle and is flattened at the poles. The Earth is called a unique planet because it is the only planet which has conditions required to support life. The conditions that support the existence of life on the Earth are as follow. A. Moderate temperature. The Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. Its distance from the Sun is just optimum for both plants and animals to survive. B. Availability of an adequate amount of water. 2/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. When seen from outer space, and for this reason, the Earth looks blue in color. Hence, it is called the blue planet. Presence of an adequate amount of water makes life possible on the Earth. C. Presence of atmosphere. The Earth is surrounded by a layer of gases called the atmosphere. This atmosphere contains both oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are life supporting gases. The atmosphere also protects the Earth from the harmful radiations of the Sun. Satellites. Satellites too are small celestial bodies. The satellites do not have their own heat and light. They shine brightly in the night sky because they reflect the sunlight falling on it. Just like the planets revolve around the sun, these satellites revolve around the planets. These are called companions of the planets because when the planets revolve around the sun, these satellites too move along with them. Satellites can be either natural or artificial. There are many natural satellites that move around the various planets. The Moon, natural satellite. The Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. It is situated at a distance of about 3,84,400 kilometers away from the Earth. It is the largest and the brightest object in the night sky. The Moon, like other satellites, does not have heat and light of its own. It reflects the light of the sun. This reflected light reaches us in about 1.25 seconds. The Moon revolves around the Earth from west to east. It takes 27 days and 8 hours to complete one revolution around the Earth. It takes the same time to complete one rotation on its axis. As a result, we can see only one side of the Moon from the Earth. No life exists on the Moon as there is no atmosphere. The Moon changes its shape at intervals. Full, waxing gibbous, first quarter, waxing crescent, new, waning crescent, third quarter, waning gibbous. Different phases of the moon. When it is a full moon night, it is called Purnima. It is visible only once in a month. A fortnight later, it is not seen at all. It is a new moon night called Amavasya, when you can see the night sky best if it is not cloudy. Artificial satellites. In the sky, there are man-made satellites also. They are called artificial satellites and are designed by the scientists. They help us to gather a variety of valuable information about the universe. These are placed in orbits around the planets with the help of rockets. Planet, distance from the sun in million kilometer, time taken to complete one revolution, temperature, satellites. Mercury, 58, 88 days, 350 degrees Celsius day temperature to 170 degrees Celsius night temperature. Venus 108 225 days 480 degrees Celsius. Earth 150 365 days and 6 hours 22 degrees Celsius. 1. Mars 228 687 days minus 23 degrees Celsius. 2. Jupiter 778 11.11 years minus 150 degrees Celsius. 67. Saturn 1427 29.5 years minus 180 degrees Celsius. 62. Uranus 2869 84 years minus 210 degrees Celsius. 27. Neptune 4496 165 years minus 220 degrees Celsius. 14. Other celestial bodies. Apart from stars, planets, and satellites, there are numerous other tiny celestial bodies which revolve around the Sun. They are dwarf planets, asteroids, meteoroids, and comets. Dwarf planets, these are much smaller spherical bodies that orbit the Sun. Some of the dwarf planets are Pluto, Ceres, and Eris. Asteroids, numerous tiny bodies which revolve around the Sun between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, are called asteroids. Scientists believe that these are the fragments of a planet which exploded a long time ago. Meteoroids, small pieces of rocks and dust moving around the Sun, are called meteoroids. As they come near the Earth, they start burning due to the dense atmosphere and subsequent friction posed by it. They cause a flash of light as they fall. These are also called shooting stars. Comets, objects which revolve around the Sun in long elliptical orbits, are called comets. When they come near the Sun, they glow. They often take several years to complete their orbits. Therefore, we can see them only after many years. For example, Halley's Comet.